Hi, and welcome to yoga. My name is Debbie, and I am going to be taking you through this morning wake-up flow today. We are going to begin standing at the top of our mat. You don't need any props for this class. However, as always, feel free to modify as needed. If you'd like to grab some blocks, feel free to do so. There is some poses that you can certainly adapt to use the blocks. Otherwise, if you're ready to begin, let's get going. We're going to start at the top of the mat in mountain pose. So we are going to begin making sure our feet are hip width distance apart. Our knees are over our ankles, hips over knees, shoulders over hips. Relax the shoulders down and back away from the ears. Palms shine forward. Tuck the pelvis in just a little bit. And close down the eyes, or let the gaze come to a soft focus, and we'll begin by finding our place on the mat with 3 deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose and out the nose. Breath in, breath out. And one more. Out. Blink the eyes open if you had them closed. Reach the arms up overhead. Grasp the left wrist with the right hand and lean slightly over towards the right hand side. Nice side body stretch, not going too far. Inhale back to center. Swap sides. Grasp right wrist with left hand or opposite, whatever side you chose is fine. Breathing in and out. And on the next exhale, let it bring you back up to standing. And drop the hands down by your side. All right. We're going to reach the arms in on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bending the knees generously. Widen the stance if you would like to. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Nice flat back, pulling the navel into the spine. Exhale, fold. Rolling your way slowly up to standing, 1 vertebrae at a time, bringing the arms up, palms to touch, mini back bend, and hands down through to center. And let's do that one again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lengthen, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. And then inhale, roll your way slowly back up to standing. Reaching the arms up and overhead, palms to touch, mini back bend, and hands down through to heart center. All right, place those hands on the hips. Inhale, reach that right knee up. Find a spot to focus on directly in front of you here, your drishti. And on the exhale, without looking backwards, step back into your high lunge, coming up on your toes, making sure your feet are on train tracks. Hands on the hips to make sure that your hips are both facing forwards. And on the inhale, reach the arms up. Pull that belly into the spine, finding the strength in your legs. And on the exhale, open up into warrior 2. Making sure that that front heel is intersecting that back arch. Arms are level, looking out over the fingertips, going down as low as is comfortable for you, feeling those muscles turn on in the legs. Inhale. And on the exhale, lower that right hand down the back leg. Lift the left arm up and overhead. Breath in. And let the exhale bring you back up to warrior 2. Going to come into side angle, so dropping that left arm down, sliding it on the inside of the shin. And this is where, if you would like to use a block, you certainly can. So you can rest on the block, touch your fingertips to the ground, feeling a nice stretch, arm up overhead, or straight up to the sky, or reaching overhead. And on the inhale, bring it back up to center, back into warrior two. Cartwheel the arms down, plant the hands on either side of your left foot, and lower that back knee down. Again, this is a great place if you have blocks that you can use. Our low lunge, make sure that you are squaring off your hips, keeping the knee directly over that ankle here. If it comes over a little bit, that's fine. Breathe in. And on the exhale, shift the hips back into your half splits, Urdhva Hastasana, pointing the toes towards the face, hinging from the hips. Lean over. Breath in. Breath out. Bring yourself back into your low lunge. Uncurl those back toes, planting the hands. Step the left foot back to meet the right, coming into downward facing dog. And since this is our first down dog, we'll pedal it out just a little bit. And then we'll find stillness for a breath in and out. And we will look forward to the top of the mat, and you can walk, hop, or step to the top of the mat. Half lift, forward fold, half lift, fold, and then roll your way slowly back up to standing. And I am just going to face the other end of my mat here so that you can see what I'm doing on the opposite side. So we're going to take this to the other side. So hands on our hips, lifting up that left knee now, finding that focal point directly in front of you, and gently step that foot back, coming into your high lunge. Wobbling is perfectly fine, making sure that your feet are on the train tracks, so not one behind the other, but side by side, and then reach those arms up into your high lunge, sinking down into your hips, pulling that navel into the spine. Breath in. And on the exhale, open up into warrior two, keeping that front knee bent, sinking down into your hips as low as you can go, feeling that strength in your legs, feeling those leg muscles turn on, keeping that navel pulled into the spine, looking over the fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, reverse. Sliding the left hand down the back leg, arm up overhead. And inhale, coming back up, slowly down into our side angle. Again, your arm can point up to the ceiling, or it can come directly overhead. And if you have a block here, feel free to rest on the block. Remember, listening to your body, do what works for you, keeping that navel pulled in. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Finding that nice warrior two strength in the legs. And cartwheel the hands down to the mat, planting hands on either side of that right foot, lowering that back knee down, uncurling the toes. Low lunge, and you can come up onto your fingertips. You can put your hands on your knees or use blocks. Do whatever works for you and your body. Breath in. And on the exhale, shift those hips back towards the heel, lifting up the right toes, flexing your foot towards your face. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold over the leg from the hips. If it does feel more comfortable for you, feel free to round the back and tuck the chin in. And then we will come forward, planting the hands on either side of our foot again, uncurling those back toes, step back to plank, and then into downward facing dog. And let's pedal this out a little bit, noticing if your one side feels better than the other, or if they feel both pretty good right now. Finding some stillness, and then lowering the knees down. Uncurl the toes. Bring the hands in so your wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. And we will inhale, drop the belly. Looking up, and exhale, round. Inhale, arch the back. Elbows. And exhale, round. Tucking that chin in, cat. And once more, inhale, arch. Drop the belly and exhale, round. We're going to lower ourselves onto our belly so you can shift those knees back and lower yourself down onto the belly. Hands directly underneath the hips. Uncurl the toes. Inhale and push the pelvis into the floor. Pull the navel into the spine. We'll lift up into baby cobra. And exhale, come back down. This time, if you'd like to challenge yourself a little bit, you can hover the hands. So inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. And hold. For 3. For 2. And 1. Lower down. And then push your way back up onto all fours. Continuing back through, coming onto your heels. We're going to curl our toes under and move your pinky toe out to the side if you need to, like I do. Sitting back on our heels, we're doing a nice toe stretch. Doesn't feel so nice, but your feet will thank you for it, especially if you do stand on your feet for a lot of the day. Try and focus on anything else you possibly can. You can do this. We're going to hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Now we're going to come into child's pose. So widen the knees as wide as the mat. Bring the big toes in together to touch, sitting back on the heels. We're going to walk our hands out, slowly lowering our way down to the mat. And then the forehead can come down to meet the mat. If this version isn't comfortable for you because it hurts your hips, it's too wide of a stretch for you, you can go into traditional or normal child's pose where the knees are together and your arms are down by your side. Listening to your body, doing what feels good for you. We're just going to take 3 deep cleansing breaths in and out through the nose. So breathe in, out the mouth, ha. Once more, breath in, out the mouth, ha, ha. And last one. And exhale. And then we will walk our hands back in, bringing ourselves slowly back up. And we'll find a cross-legged seat here. And if you'd like to do Shavasana, feel free to do so, but this is just a quick morning wake up to get you going and get you energized throughout the day. So we will end this class with one last inhale. So inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms together to touch, and exhale, bring the hands down through to heart center, dropping your chin to your chest, thanking your body for taking you through this practice today. Namaste. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what other classes you'd like to see. I look forward to practicing with you on the mat again. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.